Now, how well would this work with the sun the way it is? Too washed out, too spread out. Hmm. I don't know if that's not too bad. All things considered, maybe I'll put down this other seat. Coffee and elements, man. Coffee and elements. I don't know. Got my iPad here. Maybe might help me keep an eye on the chat because I'm not always looking at the camera. Your videos, your movies, your TV. It doesn't. A place where I can just say I'm just live. If I go to a live, it shows what I've uploaded already. It doesn't actually show me that I'm live on the YouTube app on my iPad. I thought I had at one point where I could see on both. How's it going? Car? Yeah, it's a 2003 Honda Element. I am in my element. Those are my anti-gravity chairs and the rear two seats are just up and out of the way. So tons of space back here, that's for sure. Setting up more and more work for camping. I'm trying to get this angled right. So yeah, I can sleep in here. I've got some Reflectix made up so I can block out the window and keep the heat in so I get a bit of insulation. That's gonna go if I get one of those things out. One of the smaller pieces. Or both whole thing, because apparently it's all good. There we go. I got it all now. I want the smaller pieces. All right, so this is one of the smaller pieces. This Reflectix you can buy at any hardware store. And you make a little template of the glasses of your windows, and then you buy the material and you put the template over it, cut it out, and just use duct tape to match up to the windows. And it actually gives you a bit of privacy and gives you a bit of warmth because it keeps the heat in. Also keeps the sunlight out because it's silver reflective. So super handy. I'm going to use it a lot more next year. Don't know if I'm really going to make much use of it this year. Well, just getting into winter and all that. But yes, I'm not camping right at the moment. I'm just at a park because I just want to not be at home. So yeah, so we've got the Reflectix set up. I've made a curtain to separate the front seats from the back, so I'll get a bit of privacy curtain, if you will. It's a blackout curtain, but I still have like a bunch of leftover Reflectix. So, because when I bought a regular everyday curtain, yeah, and I folded it in half and then sewed it in strips, and then put strips of this inside the curtain. Thanks. So I got an insulating curtain, insulating windows. I'm all set up. I just need to go camping. Don't know when I'll be able to do that, but I'm set up for it. I'm really trying to get my hammock. I've got a hammock. I want to run it in the inside where I can't be outside, obviously. But I just get to the front mount part is a problem. The back mount is easy. Turn that off. No point wasting that. Oh, yeah, how about that? But yeah, I've got the hammock. The hammock came from South America. It was a gift. It's a really nice hammock, and I might be able to. I should be able to work it in here. I just need to find the right mount. So sometimes finding the right solution is just all you're waiting for. Yeah, it's a good day. It's nice out, so it's a little cool because fall time up in Canada. But at least it was sunny out today, and we're up to 60 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that converts to Fahrenheit. But yeah, just sitting here having a coffee, local Tim's coffee, and chilling. I don't think I'm going to need my iPad really. It's there, but I don't know. I think I'm only making a use for it. Nothing important going on there, so I'll just turn it off for now. Please close it up. just kind of chilling out. Oh, it's a Saturday. It's been a pretty good day. Got some stuff done. Paperwork. I really hate paperwork. Your eyes flashed? Just sunlight, or you just having to do a quick look at YouTube? On YouTube? All right. Yeah, I'm trying to do a little more live stream, figuring out how and when. Most of the stuff at the time, I'm just kind of chilling out, nothing too fancy here. Just enjoying some time to be out and not to be at home. Probably should. Well, we'll see. I might try to just put the seat down. It's up and out of the way. Cool. I got some Spanish going on there by the looks of it. Not Spanish, oh. And YouTube doesn't let me do... Yeah, YouTube doesn't always do... Well, YouTube doesn't do translation, so I have to figure out what the translation is. Let's see if I can make that work. Google Translate. Let's see if we can pick up what the problem is. You know, I don't care about... Kind of back up history. I don't care about backing up history. Google Translate, anybody? Could not back up history. I don't care about backing up history. Well, what do I care? It's like either manage history or switch account. I'll go manage history, but okay, let me clear the history. Apparently clearing is what you needed to do. Like that's an important thing to stop the whole program from working. How stupid is that? Okay, so we go to camera. Camera translation isn't available for this pair. Or English. Okay, we do this. We go this. And we'll go Spanish. Now open up the camera. And that's fine. Let's see if I can get a good translation here. Yeah, you can say a joke. How much does Maria sell for? I have no idea how much Maria is. I don't know what Maria is. So, got me in that one. Outside of my wheelhouse, as they say. But certainly, you can say a joke. As long as it's, you know, within YouTube's rules and doesn't get too out of whack. I personally don't mind it. But this is not my channel. I don't know. Yeah, what I'm actually doing? Well, chatting with you fine people. Just chilling out here. Most of the time I don't do anything too much. I just kind of like to hang out and talk about things, life experiences. Like, I can talk just way too long. Oh, YouTube might not grab it in German. I mean, they'll say it, but they might not understand it. But you can say it in German if you like. And I could do the translation. I know just the tiniest bit of German. I remember some stuff I took in high school. And that's about it. So, hello means hello. No, I can't say that I get it. I just know, you know. That one I'll have to think about, figure out what that is. I do apologize that I'm not quite following it. I'm not sure if it's what the amusing part would be. I mean, just the wording. Yeah, because English is derived from a lot of Germanic words and structure in the language. Like, English is a bastardization of all kinds of other languages, so it's a mess. I speak it, but it's still a mess, and I'm by no means any type of expert. I see people who teach the immigrants who come here, and I see the materials that they're teaching them. I'm going, it's ridiculous. They're trying to teach them like grammatical structure, and it's like, you know, that's not important. They just get here. They don't need to know the present participle of whatever. I mean, that's just wrong. Get them to what they need to get moving on. You know, how to buy food, how to pay bills, how to ask for directions, and understand the directions they get. That's what they need if they want to do. But even then, you have tools, translations. There's the Google one, and then there's the Apple iOS one, the Apple Translate app. And cameras, which is the apps, will just look using the camera, will automatically translate. So it's easy enough. That's how you can talk to people. Oh, cool. Thanks. Appreciate the support. Subscribe, have a little fun. You never know what comes around here or where I'm going to be. So you're hoping to find someplace to get at a fire pit and do one of these. That would be cool. But it's getting kind of cold, so I don't know if I'll get out to any of that before next year. But yeah, so are you German or in Germany, or you just happen to know a little bit of German? I'm not sure how long the delay is between what you hear. So you're in Germany. I've been to England 3 times. I do want to visit Germany. That's a place I'd love to see. I think there's a lot of history. Europe has so much history. Canada's pretty tame as far as history goes. It's not, as far as a settled country, it's nowhere near as old as the stuff in Europe and whatnot. But Germany would be a nice place to visit. A lot of things. I mean, every place has a good and bad history, so I won't get into, the politics of that. But it would be nice to see, because I think the closest that Canada has for older historical places, like settled places, would be Old Montreal, Old Quebec. Old Quebec City. No, Old Montreal, pardon me. They got some of the oldest nice stone buildings that you would see a lot in Europe. And that's kind of cool, because you still got I think there's still some of the cobblestone streets there. Cobblestone streets that there are, hundreds of years old, centuries old. Meanwhile, we got modern streets that they get to patch up every year. And yes, I'm in Canada. I'm in Ontario, Hamilton, Ontario. So Toronto's like a 45-minute drive. Niagara Falls, another 45-minute drive. So kind of in between the two. As you go from Niagara Falls to Toronto, you kind of have to pass through Hamilton. But yeah, further north you go, the really nicer the country gets looking. A really beautiful country. But you have to go a good drive. Like, a couple hours. And it's funny. People don't really grasp how big Canada is. I mean, everybody kind of knows Canada's like the 2nd largest land mass in the entire world as far as country goes. Being Russia being the largest. But when you tell someone you go for a long drive, and someone in Europe says, "Yeah, I went for a drive this afternoon, went to 4 different countries," I'm going, how long of a drive? Oh, about 3 hours. I'm going, man, 5 hours and I'm still in the same province in my country. So yeah, it's so spread out. That's why everyone's got cars, and big cars too, because there's so much room here. Not like, small Asian towns or European towns where you have to have a small car to get around, because there's some of those areas are just so tight and so small, and wasn't built for vehicular traffic. Hey, yay for another Canadian. But here, yeah, we got big vehicles. Stupidly large vehicles. And a lot of the people who drive them have Eagles to go with it. If the guys who are small vehicles have Eagles to go with them too. So. Yeah, we're getting close to Halloween too. I got a couple of weeks for that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put down this chair, because this one cushion just on this one shoulder is making me want to sit awkward. Can you Gangnam Style? Well, I lived in South Korea for 5 years, and let me tell you this: with the exception of notable world wars and fanatics, you don't know what fanaticism is until you're in the country when something like that starts. I mean, it was a craze. It was all over the place. At the time, I was living in Seoul, and I was like a 7-minute walk to the closest subway station. Very, very, very close. And you pass, 3 cell phone stores. Like every single one of them was blasting it. I knew a lot of foreigners, who taught at English schools. I was doing tech support in the data centers and the U.S. military bases over there. And occasionally I'd be at one of the schools with one of the other foreigners, and I'd have the kids ask me, "Do you know Gangnam Style?" And I would just say, "Can't get away from it." It is everywhere. It was everywhere at that point. It was like, that was some fanaticism. That was some nationalism. That was some real pride that they had for that icon, and that's pretty crazy. You know, something to experience, that's for sure. If you ever want to see something like that, you know, the promos were everywhere. That's when we started working with Snoop Dogg. You know, he made an energy drink called Hangover. There's a they did a video, a movie clip, not movie clip, a song, and you can see a video version of that song called Hangover. And there was a little energy drink. I got a picture of it somewhere. Hang on. Put some stuff away here. There we go. But yeah, that was another popular thing, and he had all kinds of products. I don't even know what it was, but there was something that was called Man Balm, BALM, and it was some sort of aftershave or something. But you know, it had his our cartoonish image on there. But yeah, it was a little crazy. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, I was never fluent in Korean. I mean, at my height, I would say I was above survival, but less than conversational. No, so it was fun. I can still read Korean, not perfectly, but learning the letters, and there are 43 characters in their alphabet. But it was actually really easy to learn their alphabet. Day and a half, and you could memorize it. It's kind of crazy, and it was one of the most modern recent languages created. Not it's older than like something like Esperanto or something like that, but it was a very logical language system, a very simple one, and it was designed to educate the lesser class of people. That's okay. I mean, I don't need a ton of people to watch it. I'm not that consistent, so I think that might be part of the problem. I don't get enough regular subscribers who are consistent enough, so I have to be on a regular time schedule for that, you know, those people who are available those times. Right now, I was still pretty inconsistent, so I can show you how to undo one of these seats and how to put it down. We'll see how well this works. So that's you know, I get my phone to sit there. I figure I was gonna, maybe I could do this, kind of cheat a little. All right, this is just the leg. Flip. And the fun part. All right. This is a little carabiner clip, which actually just kind of tucks in here. I knocked on the leg. And give a bit of drop my phone. There you go. Bit of education on how this works. So there's a little bit of a foam padding on the floor, which I just kind of pull up. That's what the leg catches into. But the challenge is putting that down. Yeah, trying to do this with one hand. I don't know how well this is really working or how entertaining this might be for everybody. Hang on, I gotta use two hands here. There we go. Now that's in. And that's the little lever that lets the seat go forward and back. Now the seat is installed. And there's a seat belt, so it's perfectly legal to use. As a passenger, I don't know how well this is really working here. I do this just so I can get something to lean against. Yeah. No. Yeah. Not a camera holder. It's mine because it's just my cell phone. It's not mounted anywhere. It's just sitting there. At some point maybe I'll have a better setup for that too. But camera does all right. It's a little better for my back. A little more comfortable. But yeah. So I've got the Reflectix that will go this mirror, this window. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. So I got 7 glasses, 7 windows. I haven't done the front one, but I've got a pop-out sunshade that I can put up in there if I need to try and keep things really cool in here. been watching a lot of videos on camping and van life. So people who are nomads and walk around and drive around everywhere, and I think that'd be fun. Next year, hoping to do a little bit more of that. You look Mr. Beast? I don't think I look like Mr. Beast. I don't really watch his stuff. I don't watch a lot of. This is still awkward. This is an awkward angle. Hang on. Alright. Better, but now I have to change that. Oh. So yeah, I'm just sitting at the back of my vehicle. Well, you know what? How about this? Let's do this. Alright. This is the vehicle from the outside. So I'm just sitting on the tailgate. This is a split tailgate. My chairs. This is my vehicle. It's a 2003 Honda Element. A little bit of fun. That's my nickname, custom license plate. Color is called Sunset Orange Pearl. I don't know how it's going to show up on the camera. You can get the little speckles in there. Oh, not bad. And it needs a good cleanup as far as the paint goes. What? It's a manual, so it's a 5-speed manual. I got an aftermarket headset, so the Android headset. A couple of custom things, like I do a lot of 3D printing, so I printed. Let me get my finger in here. Oh, there we go. So I printed. I just want to focus on my finger. Those orange pieces I printed. Even the little clips for the cable I printed. Yeah. Well, you know what? This was down. Didn't bother closing the tailgate, but you get the idea. Needs a good bath, is what it needs. Camera swap. Let's see if we can get you back in here. Hey. So it's a good little vehicle. It's a Honda, so with this, what, 380, almost 384K on the vehicle. Previous owner swapped the motor. Motor's supposed to be 284,000. I don't know. It's almost impossible to tell. Maybe I'll do a little bit more digging into that, but it runs fine. It does really good. And for a 21-year-old vehicle, I can still get some really good mileage on it when on the highway. So I'm not going to complain over that. Yeah. Just kind of get you a note. Yeah, it's not it is a compact SUV. That's what it classifies as. So kind of in that truck category, but really kind of small. But Honda put the U in SUV for this vehicle. These two seats will fold down out of the way. I can actually take these seats out. The two rear seats, they come right out really easy. Just a simple little lever and boom, they come out. So I got all kinds of room back here that I need. And I can hold 4 people in it. Well, 4 people legally. Other people sitting on the seats, on the floors. No, I haven't done that. But yeah, it is really handy. So put the seats out of the way, push the seats forward, I can sleep in here no problem. Now with the insulation, so if it's cold, we're good. My anti-gravity chairs here, they are really, really comfy, but they do take up a lot of room. So we'll see. If I go on a long trip, I probably won't bring these. I'll probably find some other camping chairs, something that's more compact to take up less room. Because these are just they're just bulky. They are great, but they are bulky. So not really good for traveling. Great for being in one place. And they're heavy chairs too. So I had to add a. They don't have straps with them by buying them, so I added some. These are actually straps. I think these were for on my futon. And then when you get the futon, you undo there's just Velcro straps. I kept them because the straps look like, they're pretty heavy duty, and I've used them here for shoulder straps. They work okay, except actually they will do really light bruising on my shoulder when I'm carrying these things. Yeah, it kind of looks like that, doesn't it? The name of my vehicle, I have a name for my vehicle. I call it Dovahkiin. And that's from the video game Skyrim. Because I like the game. So Dovahkiin in the game means kin of the dove, kin of the dragon. So of the dragon. Hence my nickname Dragon Dawn. So Dovahkiin. That's K. So Dohvahkiin. They might only put one I in there. So they got dragons in the game, and I like dragons. That's my nickname, Dragon Dawn. And you saw the license plate. So Dovahkiin. That's what his name is. And being a 5-speed, it runs around pretty good. And it's pretty peppy. I'm impressed for the weight of this vehicle and the meager rating of the engine. It can get up and go. Oh, have you played it? Yeah, it's a fun game. Something maybe I'll get into that tonight. Not Skyrim per se, but there's another game that I got a couple months ago and played. No Man's Sky. That's a really nice game. When I go to play games, I don't like being competitive with other people. I just want to go in and enjoy the game. When I was in South Korea, me and one of the other foreigners, a guy from the US, we started playing EVE online. That was fun. I enjoyed it. It was sci-fi. You can buy ships, you build things up and whatnot, and just go around exploring. Until you come out of a jump and some guy with a big ass ship comes in and just beats the crap out of you. It's like, well, now I got to start all over again. Oh, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Yeah, subscribe and maybe we'll see you again sometime. Cheers. Yeah, me too. Thanks. Keep an eye on the channel. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I guess there are other people there and no one else is chatting. Yeah. See ya. Thank you. I'll get to have a little bit of fun here. Not sure what everybody else is thinking, but I'll continue with the EVE. After we're playing EVE online and we just got pounded and beat up, it's like, but it's not fun anymore. I mean, just people just doing that, just beating up on other people because they can. You know, that's not the reason I got the game. We're playing the game. So when I'm playing No Man's Sky, then I can just go around, do my exploring. There are some pirates there. Sometimes you get attacked, but you fight back and do pretty good. I haven't lost any battles yet, which is nice, but so that I don't have to, start all over again. I don't know I don't know what it's like to lose in that game, but I just want somewhere I can enjoy, and go and explore, see new things. Challenges of making stuff up, making materials, gathering things, going on a little quest. That game will keep you busy for a very long time. So it's fun because I like the challenge. You're not gonna leave. Hey, thought you might have to go to sleep sometime. Being over there, it must be close to midnight for you. Yeah. What time is it over there? I could look it up, but figure it's easier if someone's there, just let me know what time they're at. Midnight, 6 hours? Yeah, because I know England's 5. I didn't think you were that many time zones ahead. So one more time zone would make about sense. Sun's going down. You can see the sunset. Whoa. So the sunset. Where are you, sun? Oh, I really can't see it. Oh. Yeah, you can see it right, hang on, right there. There you go, there's the sun. Well, I don't know. It just kind of depends. I do have a Canadian Thanksgiving weekend holidays this weekend. So we're having Thanksgiving at my brother's place. So with the family there tomorrow. So tomorrow afternoon, that's where I'm going to be. So I don't know if we're doing a live stream in the morning. Usually don't, because I like to take my time getting up, making coffee, and cop on a few things in the world, and, watch some more YouTube videos to learn more about modifying vehicles or researching solar batteries. So maybe not. We will see. Maybe tomorrow night I get catch up with a friend of mine and we'll hang out and do some live streaming maybe. We'll just kind of play that one by ear. Monday's the official holiday, so things are so close. So maybe do something then, assuming it's not raining or anything. Also, don't do a live stream tomorrow. Why not do a live stream tomorrow? I mean, probably not going to. Yeah, it's a holiday. Probably not gonna have a lot of time. I just have to because I'm gonna go pick up my mom and then go up to my brother's place. So no, I won't be doing live stream with the family and the kids. Well, my nieces, my brother, my sister-in-law, and mom. No, I won't do a live stream of that. But yeah, it's nice to have some food, hang out with my family, and the little dog. Yeah, and getting chilly as it goes down here. Just debating which jacket to bring. That I brought the warmer jacket. Talk over the dog. The little dog's name is Stewie. He's a poodle mix of some sort, I believe. I don't know what kind of mix he is, or if he is a straight purebred of something. But he's got short, curly white hair, and a small little dog. He's a nice dog. We get a dog in our building, puppy. He's still, I don't know how old he is now. 4 months, 5 months, not too old. Still a puppy. And he loves me, you know. Stewie, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's why my brother gave him his name as Stewie from Family Guy. My brother likes Family Guy a lot. I like it too. But yeah, I think that's where he got the name from. But honestly, I'm not 100% sure because he didn't get the dog as a puppy. So the dog might have already had the name. I don't know. But there's a puppy in my building who's growing up and finally growing into his paws. He's a Australian Shepherd. No, yeah, Australian Shepherd or Sheepdog Shepherd. His name is Milo, and he absolutely loves me. And the owners who live on the top floor. I'm just in a 3-story building, and says I'm the only one that Milo goes so crazy over because Milo's a great dog. Who knows? Maybe he was a dog I knew in a former life, and it was just like nice to hang out again, and he wanted to be around me. But he's a good dog. He's in that chewy, bitey phase with the teeth are still pretty sharp, so he will likes to jump up and chew a lot. He wants to play, and I get it, but we're trying not to encourage him so much. Trying to calm him down a little, but it's still going to take a few more months. Maybe sometime next year he'll be a little less jumpy. My other neighbor up the street, he's got a Australian uh, Shepherd, but Max, that's his name, Max. Oh my God, he has so much energy. That dog can power a small city with the amount of energy that he's got. I have to approach him, and he's a good dog, but I mean he will jump, so I have to kind of hip check him, turn sideways, so it doesn't just jump right at you. Not in a mean sense, just like he's just so happy. He's just very, very high strung. Minecraft, I've never played Minecraft. I know of it, seen the references, like it's a pop cultural reference, right? A little bit more sun poking through, which is nice. Oh, you playing Minecraft at the same time? Multitasking, nice. Last bit of sunlight for the day. What we're talking about here. We got 20 after 6, still people coming home, bunch of traffic running around. Yeah, maybe I'll do some gaming tonight. And see if a friend calls or messages me and wants to hang out and go get coffee somewhere. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, you have a dog? What kind of dog do you have? And what's his name? See, I don't go for walks. I go to pet other people's dogs when I'm out walking. Everyone's got a dog. I say hi to them all. I don't know if I'd ever get a dog. A French Bulldog and Gizmo. Nice. They look like a pretty manageable size. When I was in South Korea, there was and I go to, like, South Korea has a really nice, where there's vendors set up in areas around Seoul, for example. There's three major areas, but one of the big things is that you're gonna have these many people selling clothing and accessories for people's small dogs. Yeah, good energy is good. Just don't feed them after midnight. You get, I don't know if you get that reference, but that's a Gremlins reference if you're not sure. But yeah, lots of little capes and clothing and coats and necklaces, collars, yeah, you name it. Nope. Cloud came in, block the sun. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. That was a whole market right there for animals and pets. Hey, glad you got the reference. I had a cat. I had Tasha. She was a Russian Blue. I forget how long I had her. 5 years? She passed away last year. My other friend also had a Russian Blue. Her cat passed away last year too, after mine. No, pardon me, before. So yeah, we both lost our cats. And one of the things we have in common. No, she was a good cat, and her cat was a good one too. Roman was his name, and Tasha was my cat. Different, both Russian Blues. They're really nice gray fur. Complete different personalities. Like day and night between the two of them. So they were neat to see the differences in their personalities, and physically there were some obvious differences. My cat was a little plumper, a little chunkier, but Roma was a lot more lanky. Like, he never grew out of that lanky teenage years. Were just tall and, no, not tall and very long. But yeah, they're both good cats. Glad we got the chance to know them. Oh, I have a cat too, in Garfield. Is he an orange cat? Did he catch the brain cell today? That's the orange cat internet meme reference. Yeah. Yeah, I like cats. Maybe I'll get another cat. I don't know. It's no plans for it. No outright desires. I like pets, but in no rush. I'm going through my own little changes in life and trying to get things done. And a cat named Gorfield. Doesn't that get confusing? The names are pretty sound. Have you seen the videos of the cats that can talk using buttons? So the buttons will play, an electronic word will play for the buttons, and the cats learn the buttons. That's kind of crazy. You know, from Wish, Gorfield. Okay. Wish and thing team was like that. Yeah. Very Halloween appropriate. Is Halloween a big deal over there? Like, do people dress up and go door to door and get candies and, have Halloween parties and whatnot? I wait for the delay. I don't know how long the delay is. My other friend, when he does streaming, sometimes it's somewhere around 15 to 30 seconds. So just kind of depends on the connection. I got a pretty, 2 bars of LTE. So, but it's pretty decent connection. Looks like I haven't lost anything, so I'm not complaining this. Hey, last bit of sunlight just cresting over the trees and a bit of clear sky of that area, which is nice. So, like, I don't know, when you said yes, I don't know if that was the answer to the question of Halloween. Is Halloween a thing over there in Germany? Because I don't really know. Ah, okay. Yeah, interesting. It's kind of neat to see what type of some of the traditions that might happen there, because I know Halloween is in a lot of places. I'm just be curious to see what are some of the differences. And there's gonna be some variations, some takes on it, different types of maybe candy, even, or different types of trick or treating, all types of traditions. Yeah, I'll hang around until the sunlight's gone. By that point, it'd be just a little too chilly to stay too long. We're starting to get there. Yep, pretty much chilling here. Yeah, which is just kind of nice. Sometimes I just want to just get away and not do much of anything else. Right? Just want to relax, meet some cool new people from around the world. Ain't nothing wrong with that. My German is horrible. I remember a few phrases. When I took German in high school, we all got German names. And I chose Alexander, because one of my middle names is Alexander. So, and my other friend, he took the name of Manfred because he said that was the name of the Red Baron. Like, all right. But because we were buddies, we'd talk in class and the teacher would catch us talking. So if we got in trouble by the teacher, we always had to say, Entschuldigung, Herr Professor. I was thinking, like, sorry, teacher. Ah, it was kind of funny. Some of the fun times back then. Let's see, what else? Are you feeling unwell? We always thought that we kind of made a little bit of fun of it. It sounds like, bet you feel like Clark Kent, meaning Superman, who bist du wieder krank Kind? I don't know how well that is, but that does kind of sound like, bet you feel like Clark Kent. And what was the other one? Ich bin Ausländer und spreche nicht gut Deutsch. How well that is, I don't know, but I'm a foreigner and I don't speak good German. That should be pretty obvious. But you'd be surprised how many, German references there are in English. Just like when I went to England, how many cities and towns are directly copied in Canada from England. Well, I mean, we were a colony, obviously, so. But they didn't come up with a lot of new names when they came over here. They used a lot of old names. But it is what it is. And it's a nice time. I don't think I need the sunglasses anymore. These are just attached. There you go. They're just clip-ons. I got real sunglasses up there that are, because these are prescriptions, so I got real sunglasses for longer drives. I use these for short drives just because taking them on and off and switching them is a real pain in the ass. Do I have Duolingo? I did use that for a while. I was trying to brush up on my Korean with Duolingo. I watched or listened to a good podcast for the guy who started it. That's impressive. Actually, was I paying for it for a while? I think it might have been. But it's a good program. My bird died 1,000,000 times, 2,000,000 times. Oh, they're just like little spring attached, and they're just little clips. They're just little spring that holds them on and put them off. Very convenient. I once left my sunglasses somewhere, and bright light really bothers my eyes, so I had to take them off. Oh, and Duolingo? Oh yeah. Yeah, it was kind of fun. Nice to learn. Good practice. That's for sure. And some nice, great stuff you can get for free. That's right. You don't have to pay for it. If you don't pay for it, then you get the ads or whatnot. But ads aren't too bad. You can ignore a lot of them. Just seeing one of the roadside assistance trucks come in here, looking for someone. I guess maybe they have a problem with their vehicle. Someone needs a boost or whatnot. Who knows? Yeah. We're looking now for temperatures. Down to 14. It was 16 when I started this, so. Yeah. I'm all good. I'm just watching events happen around here. Nothing wrong going on here. I do last night was the last art crawl of the year. Now what an art crawl is, there is just an organic group of people, a lot of people, that set up and sell, arts and crafts that they make or do. And there's a street downtown in my city here, Hamilton, where people just set up a table and sell stuff. So it's a lot of fun. It's a good vibe. So I go down there because I do 3D printing. So I print the stuff. I make various things. I make some funny stuff. I make some some practical things. Take your pick. And I was just down there last night. I have my brother shows up there. He has a laser, so he cuts things out and burns things out of wood. Which is coasters are a big thing they seem to do. And load up the vehicle. I finally got the vehicle unloaded today because it runs late, and by the time I get home, it's like I'm not unloading the vehicle. It's just way too tired. You eat sick? Yes, I am a meatitarian. So yes, I'm definitely a steak eater. Prices of steak have gotten crazy over here, but I've made some really good steak. I do it the same way that they do on restaurants, and it was the steak turned out just perfect the way I've done it. So I absolutely want to do that again. But steaks are really expensive right now. They used to be a pretty reasonable price, but they're not reasonable anymore, which is sad. But best way to do a steak, if you've got a cast iron skillet or pan, so you get the pan up to temperature, you can put oil in it, you just sear all the sides, so both sides and then all the edges, and you sear it for about 30 seconds. Now while you're done that, you should have already warmed up the stove. And I'd have to double check the recipe. I think it's 400. You sear the steak on all sides and all edges. You put the whole pan into the oven for I want to say 14 minutes. It kind of depends on the steak and the oven and the temperature. And you take it out, and that's it. You get a little bit of butter. I use a bit of seasoning salt, and it is just phenomenal. Medium rare steak. You can do it longer if you want fully cooked, but I think it's kind of pointless. Once I learned about medium rare, I am not going back. My mom was a pretty plain cook, but always cooked all the way through, and they were okay. You can eat, but once you realize how good medium rare tastes, it's crazy. So yes, medium rare, and just butter and seasoning salt, and that's all I ever use. So yeah, I'd like to do that again. Let's see if I could do something like that over the winter time. As long as the business keeps going, and keeps flowing. That's the important part. Have a little bit of fun at the same time and get some good food. Some little bug. Go away, bugs. I don't want you stuck in here. Nothing here for you guys. Surprised they're actually out. It's pretty cool out now. Nope. So coffee. Tim Hortons. That's the big Canadian chain. Well, it's owned by Americans now, but it's a Canadian coffee thing. Oh yes, Milton, Helene. Yeah, it's big. You can't get away from it. It's news that's everywhere. Now my friend, she's a really big weather nut, so she's been making notes and storm watching. We do a little bit of storm chasing. Not that we get much up here, anyways. But we'll go when we know a big storm's coming in. So there's a couple areas that we can just drive out to, bugs, and where we can just have a good view of the sky and watch the storms come in. You know, lightning and whatnot. So we do a little bit of storm chasing, but we don't get much here. A little more eastern Ontario gets more. And we have driven through some pretty heavy stuff. But yes, you can't not hear about it. And because of my vehicle, and I'm tied in with the Honda Element community, there's a lot of Honda Element owners that are involved down there, whether as people who are stuck in it, or there's a group of people who've got together and to get support to go down there to help out down there. So yeah, I keep a very casual tabs on it, see how things are going. So there are some people that I know who are down there and going through all kinds of crap, and hopefully they all get through it and then everyone's okay. But you know, there's always gonna be some sort of damage somewhere. It just happens. Nature of the beast. We get some rain up here. I think I've only ever known of 2 tornadoes that hit my area. I never nothing. Well, one was pretty notable, and the other one's not so much a big deal. Like storms come to my area and die because they don't because of our geographic area, because we're right by the lakes. The lakes seem to have an effect where just the storms just lose all their energy, and they just kind of peter out. They just kind of go. So up here is no big deal, and in Canada, we don't get much for storm. Down the States, yeah, it's a big deal down there. But where I am, we don't get much up here. But yeah, down the States, down Florida, and down that way, yeah. Oh yeah, was that one that you know of, or like once a year? And what I meant by the one tornado that came through, there was no big deal. It didn't do a lot of damage. It was just kind of there. There was like a funnel cloud, but the other one that did come through my town, and I don't think I was actually here at that point. But it moved one of the portable school buildings and did some damage. It was pretty notable at that point, but it's rare for us to get really bad storms here. Just geographically, it's not really a big thing. We've had some pretty heavy rainstorms this year, though. Some like seriously heavy rainstorms. Weather is a little crazy sometimes. Yeah, it's starting to get. The sun is definitely all down now. So maybe I'll head back home and do some gaming. Get some food first. Some meat. I got some ground beef cooked up, so that's kind of like my go-to food right now. Just ground beef and Bullseye barbecue sauce. That stuff is awesome. I don't know if you guys get that stuff over there. For commercial grade barbecue sauce, it's really good. I've had better, but for something commonly available, it's some of the best barbecue sauce, and doesn't cost an arm and a leg. But yeah, it's pretty cool. But a friend of mine who does really good hot sauce. Now I was in South Korea, a lot of spicy stuff over there, but there's sauces over there had flavor, and that was really nice. I built up a pretty good, heat tolerance there. It was a pretty crazy heat tolerance. But I don't like heat for the sake of heat. At that, I find boring. I want flavor. I want to be able to taste something. And my buddy makes this stuff. While some of it can be hot, he's got a range, but it tastes good. And last month we had a big art crawl event. It's called Super Crawl. That's the commercial event that happens once a year. And he got a partnership with a local brewery and did this fried chicken sandwich. It was phenomenal on that chicken sandwich. I went, dude, you got to do that again. That was really, really good. So hopefully you'll get a chance to do it again. If not, maybe just small bites, but I'll have to see. I mean, because I do live by myself, so doing big cooking, not such a big fan of that. I enjoy cooking, like I can cook. I've done really nice stuff, but it's rare that I'm going to do I would ever make a big deal of cooking. That's just the nature of being, single. You don't want to do a ton of it because it's a lot of work. It's good when you have, maybe friends over or whatnot. Sandwich? Get yourself a sandwich. I try to stick to as most meat as I can, which is really helpful, actually. I mean, I try to cut back on bread. I've cut back mostly on sugar. Like my coffee, when I have my coffee, it's just 4 creams in a large cup. I don't do sugar. Some coffees I will put sugar in just because they tend to be a little bitter. I'll get like 1 sugar in it. But like McDonald's coffee, I should try without sugar again. I think the first time I tried it wasn't great. It could have been just a fluke. But I'll just do cream in my coffees. People out walking animals, getting an evening walk in. Yeah, just kind of nice to be out. Yeah, pretty much. Just chilling out here. But it's gonna get kind of dark and kind of cool. Maybe one of these days I'll get Twitch set up. Like I've got a laptop at home, and it's not the world's greatest laptop. I mean, it does okay. I can play, Skyrim and No Man's Sky, but at the very, very basic audio settings. Right, I can't or video settings. It's not a powerhouse by any means. Maybe I'll get a nice system sometime. I can, do a nice little upgrade. But that's low man on the totem pole, as they say here. Sorry, but bye. Okay, well, have a good night. It's been about an hour. And I think I've done a good little live stream. Met some cool people from Germany. It's nice to meet people around the world. I kind of like learning for other people. No problem, Kristen. Have yourself a good night. And yeah, subscribe and get caught up on the next time I do it again. And hopefully it'll be available. I try to be more consistent, but that's always a challenge. Try to figure out what to stream. Right. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna catch up with everybody again. Later all. Close end.